We are so back. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're talking and having a nice conversation with the people of Weso. We got Mr. Diamond Hands, we got Luna Classic now, Ricardo, and it was a great one. I'm going to tell you something real quick. It's a long conversation. I tried my best to cut some parts here and there, but I listened to the entire conversation twice, and there's nothing I can take off it. Everything you guys want to know is there, and I want you guys to be able to see it, okay? See, if you want to be part of Weso, I'm going to leave you all the links that you need to know in the description of this video. So, dude, I hope you guys enjoy it because it was a good one, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. We are so back, baby. Today I have a good one for you guys, and I have Mr. Diamond Hands and I have Luna Classic down here with me. Ricardo, they have their own project now. They're working on Weso. What does Weso have to do with Luna Classic and all that? We're going to be talking about that. Mr. Diamond, how's it going, man?
Collazo, man, it's been too long, man. Too long. Thank you so much for having us on your show. What's going on?
All good, all good. How about you, Ricardo? How's it going, brother?
Doing good on this fine evening. Thank you for having me.
Good, man. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff that you guys want to know about Weso. We're going to talk about Luna Classic. We're going to talk about staking, mining. We're going to talk about a lot of good stuff that you guys want to know, okay? Mr. Diamond, how you want to start this?
We are so back, baby. That's the theme of it.
Yeah.
Weso, right? That's the ticker, WESO. We are so back. If you've been in cryptocurrency for a long time, years like we have, that's a very common saying in the cryptocurrency field, right? We are so back. When Bitcoin's going ballistic, when alts are exploding, people are excited, green candles everywhere. People are like, we're back, baby. We're so back. And then when things go red, things get a little bit shaky. What do they say? It's so over. We've lost it all, lads. Pack it up, head back to McDonald's, get the Wendy's applications going. We've lost it all, right? So it's that meme phrase. That's what Weso is. We are so back. That's what it stands for.
Oh, baby. That's like a perfect game. A perfect freaking name right now. Yeah, we are so back.
We're so back. And it's so funny because if you go to crypto Twitter, that phrase has been utilized by people like, Donald Trump Jr. and Andrew Tate, and everybody and their mother uses that phrase so often. And every time we see it, the Weso World account pounces on it because, we love the marketing aspect of it. We love putting out, the vibe of like crypto's back, America's back, and everybody needs to find out about this.
Oh, yeah. That's right on point right there. That's on point. Yeah, America's back. Everything. The name goes with everything that's going on right now.
That's right.
100%. Ricardo, talk to me, brother. I want to know about Ricardo. Who is Ricardo, and how did he get into the whole Luna Classic and Weso?
Oh man, this has been a long journey. In all honesty, all this started in 2021. I was getting new into crypto, and I saw the boom with Luna, and I looked into Luna at that point, and I got into Luna when it was around $81, and got all the way to 118, and then we know what happened, right?
Boy.
Yeah, after the crash, I've been here. Basically, I met Diamond Hands towards the beginning of the crash, since he established the long life validator that has been running straight since 2022. It's going to be 3 years, and we're proud of it. We're happy to be number 8 on the chain, something that took us almost 2 years and a half, but we got it done. So, I've been here for a while. I'm located in San Juan, Puerto Rico, in the area that poly is being looked for by the authorities, but in some words. But yeah, man, I'm just happy to be here and happy to be part of this journey. Try to revive Luna Classic. That's the main goal that we have.
Dude, that is so awesome that you guys are trying to bring it back. I think that is so freaking awesome. You guys are taking a huge challenge because it is a challenge. You guys been working for this. I've seen Mr. D. I joined his Diamond Hours. He's been doing it for a long time, and it is a challenge. And I think it's amazing that you guys took on it and just rolling with it.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And like you said, it's been years in the making. And the thing that separates Terra Luna Classic, in my personal opinion, from the rest of the crypto market is its community, right? That is the single-handedly most important aspect of this whole recovery process is the people. And that's in our name as well, WE, right? We. That's the first two letters of our name as well. We the people. And that's why crypto Colosso was made in itself. That's why Satoshi Nakamoto made Bitcoin, to give the power back to the people, back to the little guys, the middle class, the lower class, right? So, the
Yes,
cool thing
sir.
about Terra Luna Classic is its people. And I promise you this, and Rick, you can back me up on this, man. These people are tribalistic. They are dogs. They are fanatics when it comes to LUNC. They have not stopped since 2022. We're going on year 3 now of this initiative, and it's only getting stronger. It really is. I'm excited for it.
I seen it. I mean, I was looking at it. The crypto market got a big dump not long ago, and Luna Classic is back at it again. I was just looking at it. It was a nice recovery.
Absolutely. And yeah, the entire crypto market took a big hit there. A little bit of rumors of Wintermute playing the game a little bit, but hey, business is business. And that's the part of cryptocurrency, Colosso. You've got to know when to hold, when to weather the storm, because the big boys, the market makers, are going to shake the tree because they want you to get rid of those precious gems, of those coins, of those tokens that you've been holding for years. They don't want you to hold them. So they're going to have fun with those markets. They're going to pump, they're going to dump, they're going to make it go sideways, and it's part of the game. So yeah, LUNC has been hanging strong. Currently ranked about 137, 138 in the world, which is unbelievable.
It
Right?
is.
This bear market that we just came out of was one of the worst in history. Obviously, Luna contributed to that, prolonged bear market, which is now being classified as LUNC, Terra Luna Classic. So, we're still here. And the important thing is, too, Colosso, Binance still burning the circulating supply.
Oh yeah.
Haven't stopped, sir, since 2022. Bullish on that.
Yeah, like we were talking off camera, right? Like they don't have to do that. You know what I mean?
They don't. Yeah.
They don't do it with nobody else either, right? Am I wrong?
They only do it every now and then for their own native coin, which is BNB. They do not burn any other circulating supply of any other crypto besides their own. Nobody else.
Man. If
So
that doesn't tell you something.
Exactly. Now we have to play both sides of the coin. Right now, there are some people that speculate, well, that's just for marketing purposes. They're just doing it to get their brand name out. Folks, we're talking about the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange that owns 40% of market share, that has hundreds of millions of users, that has done billions upon billions of dollars in volume. I'd say their marketing is A-OK. They don't need to burn Terra Luna Classic to make that happen.
No, they don't need any marketing. They're already a company that's built. They're powerful already.
Exactly. The marketing is already in the name Binance. But we're very thankful for that. We're very appreciative to obviously CZ Binance that started that, and then now Richard Tang, who has taken over controls there at the company. So we're very thankful for them continuing to do that burn, and we're hopeful that will continue into 2025, 26, 27, and so on and so on. But while they're doing that to help us on this path to recovery, you've also got, people like us with Weso and Weso Swap that are trying our best to help with the recovery. You've got other L2s that are building, and burning circulating supply of coins for the blockchain. So everybody's kind of working together, Colosso, for this recovery effort. And it's taken a lot of work, but we're really starting to make a lot of headway with that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And now, let me do something here real quick before we continue with this. This is all the info that we're going to be talking about today. It's on their webpage, wesoworld.io. You can find everything here. If you want some info, if you want the light paper and the documents, there it is. All you got to do is click right here, download it. You're going to have everything you need to know about Weso, the mission, all of it. All you want to know about Weso. You're going to find it right here, and everything we're going to be talking about in this video is going to be right here. Ricardo, Talk to me, brother. I want to know. I want to know how you guys, how the whole idea about Weasel started.
Well, basically, we saw as a far cry as we're looking for success for this blockchain. That's the main thing. The main reason WeSo was created was because we believe that we could create a coalition of and a team of set of individuals that have the change best interests. That's number one. Have the skill set just basically to take it forward, and at the end of the day, have the ability to create something unique. So that is why basically have a person that is a quantitative analyst. We have a full stack developer. We have Diamond Hanser that is excellent in being a spokesperson in public relations. You have myself in project management. You have Baol that is one of the other team members that he's in Bangladesh, and he's basically one of the top guys in Bangladesh creating you know um TV shows and that kind of stuff and editing all that. We have a team packed of individuals that are not only trustworthy but are professionals and are basically the best at their fields. And that was the main purpose of we. So just creating that type of team that can basically help Luna Classic in this revival process, by establishing the different amounts of initiatives, just to take us forward. But WESO, basically the main object of WESO is helping LUNC. And the reason why I say this is because WESO is focused on reducing its supply. Right now, the main factor and the main attribute that is hindering LUNC itself is the amount, the big amount of supply that we have. Is huge. We have over 6 trillion tokens in supply. So we're
Okay.
looking for ways to mitigate that and work on those. And when we found a way not only to prevent those funds to be in open market and just people basically dump you in them, but to lock them in a way that they create value and we take them out of circulation. Right now, we haven't been not even 2 months into the project, and we have gained already a total amount of 4.8 billion long that has been already in the process of being staked. So,
Wow.
we still not only focuses on Luna Classic's recovery process, but on the different aspects that are needed in order to get there.
Man, well explained. Well explained. Anything you want to add there, Mr. D?
Yeah, the launch of Weso was absolutely fantastic. We were expecting to have a good response, but the amount of response and positive feedback that we received on it was just out of this world. We're very grateful for that. Right now we're sitting currently at about a $1.78 million market cap. Just under $500,000 in nice tight liquidity, which is a great ratio
Wow.
for a project. I
Yeah.
mean, we're blown away, honestly. But we want people to know this. It's time for, legitimate entities, legitimate business to come to the forefront. And so when we see numbers like this, what that's telling us as a team is that people are putting their trust in us. And this is the same thing that we were talking about Colazo on LUNC Live that we've been doing now for 3 years running when we do our shows, when we do this on the Diamond Hour. We take people's trust very seriously. And I'll tell you this, we had to earn that. Did we not, Rick? We had to earn that every single day, Monday through Sunday, with our validator, with our platforms, because trust is not earned, right? It's not given easily. You got to earn it, right?
Yeah.
So when people saw us come out on day one, of course, they were a little bit skeptic. They were like, well, who are these guys? What are their intentions? Let's just see. Let's feel them out. And then here we are, just going into 3 years now. And it seems like it just started yesterday. But they now know what we represent, what our mission is, and that's to recover Terminator Classic. So when we see numbers like this coming out of the gate for Weso World, we're so appreciative of that. And we know that's our people, right, that are backing us, that are supporting us. And just like we told them with our validator, we're very thankful for that trust. We will not break that trust, and we will work every single day for our people, for the WESO Army, and also for the LUNC Army to bring success. So we're super excited about it.
Man, we need a lot of that. Yeah, a lot of people have lost. They don't trust anymore. The way that the market has been going with the altcoins and people scamming people, we need people that we can trust, and that's pretty cool that you guys. Am I wrong when I say this? You guys been working on Weso for years, right?
Yep.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Though you know that you mentioned that, and Diamond was just talking about that. We have been taking heat for 3 years. Like people, you guys don't do nothing. You guys just talk. You guys just talk. You guys, we've been listening to the same tune for 3 years, but people didn't know that behind the scenes we were working on this for them. But at the end of the day, that basically gave us the drive to each day push harder, and now we're here.
There you go. There you go. Yes, Mr. D. Gonna say something?
That's the funny running joke, Colazo, for a while there, because we wanted so badly. Trust me when I say this, to tell people our intentions. We wanted to tell them our mission, our roadmap, our what we had planned. But as you know, in cryptocurrency, you cannot let alpha leak. You cannot give a good idea, because it's just like the real world. Somebody will take it. They'll
Oh
take
yeah.
the idea, they'll run with it, and all of that building, all of that planning, all of those meetings, the hours upon hours that you put in for, building this thing from the ground up, all of that goes out the window. And even the launch itself, we kept that very hush hush, because again, in cryptocurrency, new launches, they're always what? They're prime targets for sniper bots. They're prime targets for people who try to buy up all your supply and control it right at the gate. We were very strategic in our rollout method, and it was the best decision ever. Everybody's happy with the way that we rolled it out. They're excited
Awesome.
for the future. And man, it's been a lot of fun, and we're so young. We're not even fully into number 1 month yet. Month number one. It's just so early. It's so early. Barely, like I said, barely under a $2 million market cap, but a nice, juicy TVL attached to it in liquidity. The star is the limit, man, with this.
Oh
It
yeah.
really is.
I agree. Remember, they don't know what's coming either, and they don't know the vision you guys got with this project. Which I know a little bit. But we're gonna talk about this now. Now that we're talking about Weasel, right? Now
Yeah.
that we're talking real quick, is Kepler the only wallet you can use to buy Weasel?
So right now, Kepler is the predominant wallet that we are
Okay,
suggesting to people that are interested in joining this ecosystem. It's a trustworthy wallet that's been around for many years in the Cosmos ecosystem. So Kepler is the main one that we are
good.
telling people to utilize. It's safe, it's fast, efficient. You don't have to worry about anything with Kepler. So that is the one we're going with right out of the gate.
There we go. If you want to be part of the project, you want to get yourself some Weasel, you need to have Luna Classic, right, Mr. D? You need to have Luna Classic to be able to swap it for you or Weasel.
That's right. You can get LUNC or Terra Luna Classic on most of your major exchanges. If you're in the United States, Kraken Exchange will be the main player for
Yeah.
that. It's a very easy process. You just go and either using, funds from your bank account or stable coin, purchase, LUNC, and then you just get that LUNC from that centralized exchange into your Kepler wallet using the browser function. You go to wesoworld.io. You connect your wallet to the swap, and then bing, bang, boom, you swap from Terra Luna Classic to Weso.
Beam bada boom. I heard that one before.
Yes, sir. Easy process.
Alrighty, Ricardo. I'm going back to you, brother. Let's talk a little bit about just a little touch about the tokenomics. I want to know the tokenomics. I know it's 1.5, right? 1.5%. Am I right with that?
You're talking about the tax itself, right?
Yeah, the taxes. Yeah.
Yeah, the tax is real. Right now is we decided to have a progressive tax on the token itself, just
Okay.
in a way to protect us, from, like Diamond said, any snipers or any people with bad intentions towards the project itself. So we decided to have a 27% tax rate on the first month. That already has expired. And I've been more than happy that, I thought, what, when the tax keeps going down, people are going to start selling. But people have so much trust on this project that we just see buys each day. You know, yeah, typically you see a sell here and there, but it's more the people getting into the project than people getting out of the project. So at the end of the day,
Mhm.
the tokenomics is working phenomenally the way we set it up.
Good.
If I'm not mistaken, for this second month, let me go to those stats because we set up everything, man, and I'm telling you, it's been a roller coaster. We've been basically working nonstop for Oh my God, Diamond, how many months have we haven't been able to sleep? Like 3 months straight?
Yeah, man. It's been a while. This is no sleep season, as you know, Colazo. When you're
Oh
trying
yeah.
to prepare, a project from the ground up, and also with all season knocking on the door, hopefully the market will play nicely to allow that to happen. Bitcoin finally losing that dominance, and then all of that funding coming into the alt. But yes, it is definitely no sleep season for the Weso team. Absolutely.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice. A lot of work, man.
Yeah. And going back to the tax, right now the taxes is 15.5%. Then it should lower to 10.5 on, the next month, and so far so on until it stays at a lower 1.5,
Okay.
it stabilizes. But going back to the tokenomics that we were discussing,
Yeah.
we still has a lot on its tokenomics, and the main purpose of the tokenomics is just like we said before, help Luna Classic. So that is why you see that the different pools that we have are just basically focused on the different strategies that are needed to help Luna Classic. So basically, this project is not like other projects that you put your money in and basically the team is making money. Basically, the team is not making any money here. All the money and everything that gets in goes back into the ecosystem to help Luna Classic. That's one of the key
Nice.
features that the Weso has. We didn't build any structure or any company, and in those regards, basically we try to make things as decentralized as possible. That is why we have a swap. That is why, we don't have a set entity. It's basically a DAO, the one that controls the project itself and administrates the project. We have all that out there on a platform that's called DAO, so people can go and see it. They can see basically the whole tokenomics and the way the pools are being filled and all that.
Amazing. Yeah, all the info is on the webpage. All you got to do is look for it. You're going to find it there. Who wants to talk to me about the staking and the validators, all that cool stuff?
Dude, the LUNC staking has been that's been happening a lot, Colazo, this week, and people are like, "Where is this LUNC coming from? Why is LUNC Live, LBUN, Alpine Digital exploding on the validator set with staking?" And we're just telling them, Weso's doing its job. Now you're seeing how this thing works, the utility, or the term that we like to use, Colazo, the meme-tility.
The meme-tility, let's go.
The meme-tility, because we're bringing the meme aspect and utility, combining that into one. So the meme-tility of Weso is performing oh so nicely, as we knew it would. But yeah, man, when you're switching over from Terra Luna Classic into Weso, and you're putting that in the token bonding curve, taking that LUNC out of circulation. We also, like Rick said, are taking those funds, which is LUNC, and we're putting it back into the LUNC ecosystem. And we're doing that by staking that LUNC with 3 of our Weso core validators, which is LUNC Live, Alpine Digital, and LBUN validators, right? So again, contributing back to the LUNC ecosystem, for staking purposes of that. And we're showing the LUNC community that, look, this thing was born for use cases. It was born with the single mission of helping Terra Luna Classic. That's its job, and it's doing it very well thus far.
Nice. So the more people uses the validators, right? The more people stake, that gets out of circulation, right?
Right. So when people buy Terra Luna Classic, we have right now 110 validators in the active set. We are number 8. We just flipped to the number 8 position. We're very excited about that. We were stuck at number 9 for a long time, but we just recently here last night finally jumped up a spot to the number 8 ranked validator in the world. Massive amounts, tens of billions of LUNC staked nice and tight in the LUNC Live validators. We're super excited about that. But when everyday people purchase LUNC, you can take that LUNC, send it to your Kepler wallet, right? And you can just stake regularly your LUNC in the active set. That's one use case of LUNC by itself, right? You can do that by yourself.
Yep.
But what Weso is doing on an L2 level, Colazo, is we're taking that a step further. So you're purchasing the LUNC, you're taking it off of centralized exchanges, you're taking it to your own custody wallet, right? And then you're using Weso Swap, which is everything's on chain, right? So Weso was deployed as a CW20 token. Weso Swap is back on chain, so we're bringing that money bringing that liquidity back to home base, right? And we're swapping that LUNC for Weso, right? Which puts it into our token bonding curve, which has a 10-year plan associated with that. So we're taking LUNC out of the market that way, but we're also taking percentages of that LUNC that has already been taken out of circulation, and we're staking it with validators who have been in the active set for many years, that are trustworthy, people know about it, and that also is giving rewards to people who stake with those validators already. So we're doing a lot of things. Like I said, the job is to take LUNC out of the market. That's what Weso does best.
Nice. That's awesome, man. Hey, Ricardo, you got anything to say about that, brother? Anything to add?
Yeah, basically, we also have a way of helping LUNC Classic, and that's building a collateral pool to stabilize the ecosystem itself. With the same rewards we're going to be, we're going to be staking for the project itself. Those are going to go back to this pool, and there's where you see the transparency. Like all the funds stay within the ecosystem, and the whole purpose of it is, in some sort of a way, increase the volume that LUNC Classic right now currently has on chain. That is, it's not as significant as it's supposed to be, and by this, increasing this volume, try to work with other projects and some sort of collaborations to grow together, right? That's the main purpose of Weso. Weso also stands for we. We're trying to be inclusive versus exclusive. So,
Heck yeah.
Anybody that wants to join the action, this is a place to be.
Amen for that. That is awesome, man. I'm excited for you guys. You don't even Diamond. You said how many validators are right now?
We got 110 in the active set.
You guys are number 8.
Number 8. That's right.
Wow, ain't that amazing?
Yeah,
really amazing.
Like I said, man, that's millions and millions of dollars worth of Terra Luna Classic that are staked up.
Wow.
And what that means to me, Collazo, is kind of what I touched on earlier. That's trust. That is the trust,
brother.
And that took years. That took 3 years of grinding in the trenches, being on LUNC Live, being on the Diamond Hour, telling people about what we believe in, that we want to help recover Terra Luna Classic, that we are going to be here no matter what, green days, red days, we've never stopped. And people now are seeing that. They're seeing that with the results for the active set. They're seeing that now on the L2 level with Weso World and Weso Swap. So people are now finally understanding what LUNC Live stands for, what LBUN stands for, what Alpine Digital stands for, and that's just beautiful, man. We're very happy with it.
Nice. That is so awesome, man. I'm not kidding, man. I hear you guys. The more I hear you, the more I'm learning about all this stuff. Like I was away for a little bit, and you guys are like giving me a big refresher, and it's pretty cool what you guys are trying to do and what you guys are doing. I know we were talking Diamond Hands, and maybe I'm wrong, but you guys are trying to do something with USDC too, right?
So you're referring to USTC? Yeah. So that was the former before the crash when it was called UST, right? In Luna. Yeah, that was the stable coin associated with Terra's ecosystem, and UST. And whenever Luna fell, whenever it was falling from the attack back in 2022, UST, which is his former name, depegged from $1 and crashed all the way down to less than a penny. It got down to 0.008 and below, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
It lost its peg. Well, now it's classified as USTC, and now LUNC is now the name of what used to be called Luna, because they made Luna 2.0. The former developer, abandoned the ecosystem and went off to try and do something else. But the rally cry, the battle cry, if you will, of the public was, we like the coin. LUNC is what we want. USTC, we want to try to repeg it. Let's bring it back. Let's run it back turbo, right? And so that's other things that we've got our eyes set on with the Weso World ecosystem. Yes, is looking at USTC, and we can't disclose it just yet, but we will have things coming in the future to take a lovely chunk of that, because look, we understand the ecosystem, right? The end game, has it not been, Rick, has always been USTC since day one. And some people are trying their best, Colazo, to assist with that. We've got
Yeah.
other L2s that are burning the USTC supply, and they're thinking of ways for possible repeg initiatives, which is great. That's fantastic. But we are focused on utilities, or meme-tility, as I said earlier.
Utility.
Yeah, and you've got to create products and use cases that people use USTC with. And like I said, we've got a couple of ideas that we're going to be revealing here very shortly that the public, we believe, will be excited to finally have something to use USTC with. So stay tuned for that.
Wow. Anything you want to add, Ricardo?
Yeah, most definitely. This is something that we have been working for years. Like every single aspect of the Luna Classic blockchain and what it needs and needs to be worked on, needs to be looked at, and needs to be improved. We have been studying this for almost 3 years. So this is a work that has been in progress. We have, and I cannot share more, but we have a plan for most every single aspect of it. And it's something
Wow.
that has been studied, and we're just ready to roll with it. And stay tuned, like Diamond said, because it's about to happen.
Yeah, imagine this. If they've been working for years, just to bring this project out, there's a lot of planning on that. I'll bet you.
You have no idea, man. I mean, just the countless meetings, the countless hours, and we're finally ready just to bring it to life. When you plan and plan and plan, and you do your dry runs, your prototypes, I mean, really you can do that until the wheels fall off, but until you actually take it live, man, it's just a dream. So we're really taking this dream and making it a reality. And not a lot of people can do that. I mean, they have great ideas in the cryptocurrency field, right? But sometimes it doesn't pan out for people. And that's why we're so thankful that our launch went smoothly and everything is working as it should. But the reason it is, man, is because of our developer. Renzo is our lead developer of Weso World. And when I say that guy is cooking, he's cooking, right? He
Oh,
puts in countless hours checking, double testing, triple checking. I mean, everything is flawlessly working. And the reason it is because the amount of manpower, the hours that have gone in to just, putting on testnet and making sure, okay, that broke. Why did that break? Let's go and check it. Let's see if this pool is filling. Let's see if these numbers are matching up. Let's see if the swap is working as it should. Just little things, man. The attention to detail is really important. And obviously it makes sense because, right, Renzo, he's been in the cryptocurrency field for many, many years, active military. So the guy's squared away, right? So you know as well as I do, Colazo, you got to have your ducks in a row, man, when you're launching projects, especially in the year 2025. This market is not like markets of old. This is a different breed that we're looking at now, right?
oh yeah. 100%. I agree with everything you said there. So Renzo is the guy that I heard you say Renzo is cooking. So for some reason I started thinking about Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, exactly.
For some reason, but he's the guy in charge of all that you were just saying right now.
That's right. Yeah, he's our lead developer. Renzo's our lead, and he's done a great job. Developing our pools, making our swap, and it's working great. So yeah, he's our lead developer on it.
That is awesome, man. Ricardo, anything you want to add, brother?
Yeah,
I'm trying not to let Ricardo sit too quiet for a while.
Hey,
we need
man,
to
that's
get him.
the guy with the plan right there.
Yeah.
Ask away.
Yeah, we need to get him live ready.
That's fine with me, man. Like Diamond knows me. When I get on something, I can talk for hours.
Heck yeah.
But at the end of the day, yeah, I just wanted to add that not only Renzo, we also have LUNC Strategist. LUNC Strategist is also really the mastermind behind all the tokenomics, the pool distribution, the token bonding curve. Like basically, he's the architect of the whole project itself. I'm just basically the person that putting all the pieces together into the puzzle, right? But the person really behind the scenes that is making things happen is between Renzo and LUNC Strategists. They're pushing boundaries, man. They're doing stuff that it's funny when you're in these conversations with them because they talk about things at times that even they amaze themselves as far, oh, you just said that, oh, you just said that. It's like it's so awesome when you watch that, right? Because you know that the team is actually flowing and it's flowing in the space, and good things are happening. So
Nice.
we got to be grateful for every single team member. I cannot forget about Bo as well, because the quality content that the guy has put out there since the crash for Luna Classic, and most likely everything. He actually was the one that made the video, the first video that was ever created for the chain itself, that was promoting the burn tax.
Yeah,
So
man.
he goes way back. Those days, those dark days, let's just call them, right. But every single person that we have on this team, including myself, including Diamond, are people that have been here day in, day out, day in, day out, just working nonstop, for the betterment of the chain. In different ways they can help other people, in different ways they can help other projects. And at the end of the day, I believe that that's really the success that WeSo has. It's the people behind the project, are trustworthy individuals that have been in the trenches. They have the different skill sets that makes them basically unique in the space. And at the end of the day, that's really all to it. It's the people that surround you that make the project great.
Heck yeah, they're battle ready. They got all that experience, all that knowledge. That's what you want in your team.
for sure. And also too,
Yep.
Colazo, like, and Rick, you can chime in on this as well. A lot of Cosmos developers, we're talking Cosmos OGs that were, on the early days of Luna, which is now classified as LUNC. They have just recently finally given us our roses, because let's face it, back in 2022, on May 9th, May 10th, when Luna was crashing and the world was coming to an end, as people thought, I mean, people thought that's it. That's all she wrote. We will never see that thing we'll cover. It's not in a million years going to happen. And these people are finally coming around. Saw some posts today on X, even acknowledging, saying that LUNC is here to stay. Like, it has battle tested. It has survived the worst bear market in history. Binance is burning the supply every single month, has been since 2022. They're finally saying, okay, like LUNC's obviously, it's been tested. Now we've got to establish it. Now we've got to build it up. And now we're kind of transitioning from that, is it going to last? Can it survive? To the next phase, Colazo, of what can we build here? What's its identity, and what's the next step? So it's very exciting.
Yeah, it is. And you're right about that. I remember when everything happened, everybody thought it was the end of crypto, actually. They thought that was it. Like, everybody's going to take their money out. Nobody can trust. There was a lot. I don't know if wasn't Tom Brady and Steph Curry involved in that too?
Yeah, the FTX, that was all involved. I mean, FTX, going down, and Three Arrows Capital, and Voyager, and we're talking very, like, hundreds of millions of dollars, gone, billions of dollars gone, major companies liquidated. I mean, it was wild. Yes, Tom Brady was affected by that. Obviously, Sam Bankman-Fried actually went to jail because of things that occurred during that liquidation. So yeah, man, it was a big black eye, dark times.
Yeah. Isn't it? Doesn't that show you the power of Luna? You know what I mean?
It's
like,
unreal, man. It's
like
unreal.
Any other project would have disappeared.
No, yeah.
They would have disappeared completely.
100% agree. I mean, and just somebody who also not just being a validator, and Rick's the same way, but like, sometimes we just sit back and we watch, right? We watch what people say. We listen to other lives. We'll be in Telegram chats, DMs, and the feedback. I'm not joking when I say this, man. The Terra Luna Classic community, they are committed. I'll just put it that way. They do not take no for an answer. They love the challenge. They love people saying, you can't do this. It's impossible. It's never going to happen. Not in a million years. That'll be the day. These people, man, I'm telling you, we've been living with them for years, right? They're pretty much like, sit back and watch, right? So every developer in crypto, that's their dream, is to have a group of people who back them through thick and thin. And developers on Terra Luna Classic, they see that firsthand. We so have seen that firsthand with the support that we have gotten just in our first month. So a lot of people need to keep their eyes on this ecosystem, man. I'm telling you.
And that right there, I had a question for you, both of you guys, that I was going to leave for the end. But now that we're talking about Luna Classic again. I wanted to ask you both of you guys, why Luna Classic? What got you into wait when it dumped and the whole thing happened? What made you think like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get in this. I'm gonna work my ass. Oh, my butt, as you said, my butt, and and I'm gonna help this community. I'm gonna help bring this community back. What was the motivation behind it?
I'll let Rick go first, then I'll follow.
Good,
Oh my
good.
God.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, because you need to have something that when like, man, I want to do this. I want to do this.
Well, let's just say this. I didn't have an option, and it might be a funny joke, but it also can be, a very sad truth, sad truth, right? In my case, and this is something that basically, even my wife doesn't know. But at one point, I decided to liquidate my 401k that I had for years and years and years and years, at some point in 2021. And I was getting into crypto, and most of my friends were making big money in crypto. One of them unfortunately lost their lives after coming back from the Dominican Republic. I think you heard of that, the guy in the porch that crashed.
No,
That was 24 years old. He made like, yeah, that last night he came from the Dominican Republic. He was celebrating with his buddies because they make like 2 to 4 million each on a crypto project. So basically, I started to get into crypto because of the news and stuff, and I was like, you know what, this is the great opportunity to get rid of inflation. Have an investment that just basically is something that I don't have to put my money and my time and effort into, because out there's different ways of earning and coming. So I got into the whole idea of USDC, the stable coin itself. So I got into Luna because of USDC, and I basically dumped all my 401k into it. So at the end of the day, I bought it at around $81, and I saw it go high, of course, because I stay here. And the crash happened, and 401k
Oh
went
my
to,
God.
yeah. So I
Oh
didn't
my
have an
God.
option. I didn't have an option, and based on necessity, I wanted to help others, that went through the same process that I went through. So that's
Yeah,
what's basically has me here till day.
yeah. So you were there. You were part of it. So you know what a lot of bunch of people felt. You know what I mean? So you got the right motivation there. You're trying to help people that went through the same stuff you went through.
Exactly.
Mr. D, what
When
you
I was
got?
sitting,
I
when I
want to
was,
hear you.
yeah, man. That's we still hear people that were affected by that terrible day, and our hearts go out to
Yeah,
all those who were affected by that crash. And there were also
100%.
people, man, that lost their lives too. People forget that that was a very dark and bad period for them, and unfortunately, people lost their lives, for
Yes.
that grief, and our hearts still go out to those people. But for me, man, it's very simple, right? So at the time, Luna was absolutely dominating the cryptocurrency market. You had the things with Anchor. You had the 20% APR that it was giving. You had the decentralized stablecoin in UST. It was absolutely dominating on all cylinders. Going into the top 10. Really making noise. Binance was a big backer of it. CZ, you're right, was totally
Yep.
on board. And then that fateful day where all of a sudden just the chart just collapsed. And I watched it happen in real time. We're talking about billions upon billions of dollars in market cap, free falling. And I watched it happen, and I said to myself, this is not normal. Something is wrong. Stuff like this doesn't happen
Yep.
every day, let alone probably in 50 to 100 years. So what is it? So I watched it happen, right? Didn't buy it first, just wanted to see what was going to occur. And then, of course, CZ went to X and was being very vocal about it, saying that, they wanted to assist in a way that they could, and was giving, his opinion to Do Kwon right at the time. Do Kwon was the creator of Luna, and
Yeah.
recommended doing a chain halt, a buyback and burn, a massive burn of everything. But ultimately, the decision was to move on with Do Kwon and Terraform Labs, TFL at the time, and to basically try to run it back turbo with Luna 2.0. And as we know, history shows us that did not pan out. It did not work. Luna actually 2.0 has never passed LUNC in market cap, LUNC. It's never leapfrogged it since it was created, right? So I think the plan was hopeful that people would leave Terra Luna Classic and go to 2.0 in hopes of revival. But the public, it didn't make that decision. And the people ultimately make the decision, Colazo, with their future in crypto. And their
Yeah.
response was very clear. We like the coin. We like Terra Classic. We want a revival, and we're not leaving until it happens. And they were so loud about it. And I witnessed this firsthand. Once I saw that, I was in. I said, I'm going to be a part of this. This is a movement. This is history in the making. This has never been done before. And then all of a sudden, Binance hopped on board because the public was like, we want Binance to assist in this recovery effort, which at the time, CZ was the CEO of the business. And he said, look, sure, we'll do our part. We'll implement a burn, from Binance to assist in the recovery effort. And that started back in 2022 and is still going on to this day. So the theme of the people, the theme of togetherness, the theme of working together and not giving up, that resonated with me. I love that because every movement in human history has always started with a small group of people that take a stand, and that
Yes, sir.
has happened with LUNC. And so when I saw that, I was hooked, man. I had to get it.
I have to ask you guys that question. I had it in my mind. I'm like, I wonder what made them, what made them just go like, this is what we want to do. So now we know, right? Now we know. And I know Mr. D for a while. And when he goes into to work into something, he's going to work for it, So you guys are good on that one. I got two more things, Mr. D and Ricardo. And you guys tell me if I forgot something, but I heard Ricardo mention the bonding curve. I want to talk a little bit about the bonding curve. Whoever of you guys want to explain it a little bit to me, I want to know a little bit more about the bonding curve. But how about Ricardo? I'll let Ricardo do it.
Sure. For the bottom curve, it's very simple. The main purpose of the bottom curve is locking up supply. And at the same time that we're locking out supply, that we're taking supply out of circulation, we're increasing its value between Weso and LUNC. Basically, the exchange rate right now with Weso and LUNC is 34.29, if I'm not mistaken, LUNC. That's the exchange rate for it, right?
Okay.
So, by us having the bonding curve, we're also locking its value into the validators too. That generates rewards at the same time. Those rewards are actually distributed. And at the same time, that is why you see the mining aspect of it come into play as well. Basically, the bonding curve is just a big giant accumulating, all this type of amount of LUNC out of circulation and putting it back into the ecosystem in different ways that is distributed equally, and for the main purpose of risk revulsion. Basically, that's what it is.
Nice. So it's a lot of, there's a lot of stuff behind all this, man, and that's why we're doing this. And by the way, whenever whenever Weso comes with something, you're gonna see it right here on this channel. So you stay tuned because there's a lot of stuff to figure out here.
I promise you that, my friend. We have a lot of surprises in store for the Weso army, for the LUNC army, and they deserve it. If there's anybody that deserves their roses and deserves their moment, it's these people. And like I said before, they put their trust in us, and we will not lose that trust. We take that very seriously as a team. We've done that since day one, not only with our validator, but now with our L2 project. And that's something that not just Cosmos, not just LUNC, but that's what crypto needs, man. You have to have men and women who have good intentions, that are trustworthy, honest, reliable, that do what they mean right? When they tell you they're going to do something, they do it. It's not just a bunch of talk, right? Anybody can talk at the end of the day, but it's those who talk the talk and walk the walk that is going to make the difference. And we here at Weso, we like talking, but we like walking as well. That's
Heck
fun.
yeah.
That's fun, right? So
Heck
there's
yeah.
a lot in store, and you said it, man. All the major updates, any breaking news, you're going to find it right here, man. You're not going to get it anywhere else. So for all the viewers out there, make sure that you give Colazo a follow on YouTube. Follow him on X. He'll put all the information out there, but you're going to get all that juiciness right here.
I love that, man. I love that. Because, I mean, they got me all excited. Like I said, I was a little bit away from crypto for a little bit, but it was too much outside. It was too much work, it was too much going on. So sometimes you take a little break. That's good. That's good for your mind. That's good for your health. So I took a little break, came back, and then talked to Mr. Diamond Hands about this, and then I'm like, oh my God, here we go. We're going on a ride for this one.
You couldn't stay away, could you?
Oh no,
right?
It's hard. It's hard. Hey,
just when you thought you were out, we brought you back in.
Once you get crypto, you can't get away. That's something, man. That's something. I want to talk about Luna. Ricardo, you gonna say something?
No, you're totally right, man. We're addicted. We're addicted to this. We're addicted most likely to LUNC Classic, and we take so much heat throughout the day, and we get so aggravated at times, and just hot and bothered because people just basically since day one they put the scope on us, like we just talked and didn't do nothing in those regards. But we love the chain so much, we love crypto so much, and the atmosphere and the cold type of communities that we're in this every day in and day out, regardless of the market. If it dumps, if it goes up, whatever, we're gonna be here 24/7 and won't stop.
And that's good to know. That's good to know. I got one thing right here before I forget: the mining. We're gonna talk about the mining.
Weso miners are on fire, man. I mean, they are loving the mining aspect of Weso, and that was one thing that we really wanted to focus on because let's face it, I mean, that's how crypto started, right? You had your Bitcoin miners, accumulating Bitcoin through mining. So we knew that there was a really big group of individuals, hardcore miners throughout the cryptocurrency market that utilize that utility. And so we said, look, we're going to have mining available for Weso World because you got to give a shout out to all the miners out there because, they're the OGs, dude. They like that stuff, right? So we have a nice APK that people can download if you go into our Telegram and put in the APK command. You're going to get the ability to mine, Weso. The roadmap is looking at trying to implement also for Android and both iOS. That is slated to be on the roadmap because I know they're asking about it. Trust me, I want to get it as well. I have an iOS phone and I'm ready to do some mining myself. So we hear you loud and clear, Weso Army. We're working on it right now. But as you know, Apple's a little bit hinky when it comes sometimes to doing some upgrades and putting things on their platform. So just please be patient with us, bear with us. But we do hear you loud and clear. We're going to try to get that on those platforms as quickly as we can. But for those who do have an Android, they're able to download the APK link and get to mining. They're having some fun. We're doing payouts, weekly, and that's something else too, Ricardo, that I want to focus on is that people need to understand when it comes to reward payouts of certain cryptocurrencies, you have to remember that crypto is worldwide. It's not just in Europe. It's not just in the United States. It's not just in South America or in Africa. It is the entire world. And so one thing we talked about as a group, as a core team, we wanted to create utilities that give opportunities for people in certain areas of the world to make something, to have an opportunity that may be difficult for them to do it in their everyday lives. I know for a fact that there are some people right now living in countries where, gosh almighty, they probably only make $4 to $5 USD a day. There are
Yeah.
countries around the world where some people only make $100 a month or $200 a month working
Yeah.
their tail off. And you know
And
what? We want to help those people. We want to create ways for them to get involved, that may not be as difficult, right? But they can get a piece of the pie, a piece of the action. And that's what we're doing with the mining aspect of our ecosystem. So it's been very well recepted so far.
yes, sir, and that is true right there. There's a lot of places where people are struggling. They got to live with just a few bucks a month, and that's the best part about crypto. Crypto, we can take crypto wherever we want by just sending it. That's the crazy part about crypto. It takes seconds. I mean, just seconds. That money will be right there, and that money can help a lot of people. Maybe not us in the U.S., right? Because we can talk about that. We got it easy in the U.S. A lot
Right.
of us got it easy. But
Right.
the more you go to different places, like South America, the more you go down there, there's a lot of people struggling. There's a lot
Absolutely.
of people struggling, and they can do a lot with a little bit.
That's exactly right. And that's something that we do need to touch on. And we're very fortunate, to be here in the United States. And sometimes we do take that for granted. There are places
Yep.
where people have to literally walk miles just to get fresh water. And us, sometimes all we have to
Wow.
do is get up off the couch, go into the kitchen, and go to the refrigerator and get a nice ice glass cold of water. You got to remember that, man. You got to remember that. And so we took that to heart from day one because we love people. Again, it's in our name, man. WE, it's right there, black and white. You can see it. We is in big bold letters there. We the people. We are so
Yes,
back.
sir.
And we want to start, echoing that rally cry through the entire crypto market. It's time that we come together and make something special because crypto needs positivity. It needs projects that do good every day and that are good for the industry. The pump and dumps, the scams, the slow rugs, the honeypots, all that is doing is hindering progress. Because now that we have a pro crypto president in Donald Trump, a pro crypto House of Representatives, a pro crypto Congress, a pro crypto SEC,
Oh man.
and time is now, ladies and gentlemen. You hear what I'm saying? Now is our moment to finally make something happen, and we're not going to waste that.
Amen to that. Anything you want to add right there, Ricardo?
Yeah, I wanted to ask a little bit of an important aspect when it comes to mining. We have this content that is going on that people can actually mine and win up to 50,000 Weso. We have this contest going on between February 11th till March 3rd. This content basically covers, 2 weeks of a fierce competition. For the last week, we had a total of 50, if I'm not mistaken, 54 miners that got paid. The other
Wow.
week before, we got 65 that got paid. Like people are mining. A lot of people are mining. And like Diamond said, this is worldwide. And the rewards distribution that is being distributed at this moment, is basically in some countries can pay for family food for almost to a month, so that you guys have an
Yes, sir.
idea. So, they're mining, and we have this contest that is going to be basically the biggest payout we're going to have on the on mining. Typically, that you have an idea, you know, between the last 2 weeks, the highest miner has earned about 20,000 WISO, right?
Wow.
We got this contest for 2 weeks, and the top miner is going to get not only that, what we actually mines is going to get 50,000 WISO on top of that. So that
Wow.
person is in for some big change, right? So we got this going. I want everybody, if you have the opportunity to just go our you can go to our X account, or either you can go out our Telegram, and we'll be more than happy to guide you where you need to go. And just take advantage of this opportunity, man. Just mine with us and have fun.
Heck yeah. And I'm glad you brought that because you see, I forgot about that one. Is there any requirement for the mining?
Very simple. We basically don't want to get in trouble and do things right. So you got to be 18 year old or older.
Okay.
And basically winners are going to be announced, and the distribution is going to be done between the three top lots. Very making it very transparent. Just mine. That's the only rule. Just mine.
Mine, baby. Mine, Mr. D.
Yeah,
What you
man.
got?
And we've done it in a cool way too. So when you download that APK link for those that can participate, we've done it in a nice little fun atmospheric way where icons will flow across the screen with the Weso logo, with the LUNC logo, and you just tap those. So we've incorporated the tap mechanism. As studies have shown, us as humans, we're visual beasts. We love visuals, and especially when
Yeah.
it's on a screen and we can interact with it by tapping or scrolling,
Oh
that
yeah,
has been proven to be addictive. And so
it is.
we created like a little game, if you will, where people can tap the icons to mine Weso. Now, obviously, if you can still mine by leaving it on, just on your phone running, but you get more the more you tap. So if you've got
Oh
fast
yeah.
fingers and you like to use that to your advantage, we really encourage you to come join us and mine your tail off.
Tap, baby. Tap it
Tap, tap,
in.
tap. Yeah, tap, tap, taparoo, like Adam Sandler said. Give it a little tappy. Tap,
Yeah,
tap,
yeah.
tap.
Just give me a little tappy. It's tappy. Hey, I want to take a little bit of time for you guys. If you guys want to give a shout out to the rest of the team, I personally don't know them yet, but we'll get to that point. But if you guys want to give them a shout out, I'm gonna put their pictures right here so you guys can see. And yeah,
Yeah, man. Like we said earlier, big shout out to Renzo, man, our lead developer. He's an absolute madman when it comes to making this thing come to life. Big shout out to LUNC strategist, as Ricardo said. He's the numbers man. He's the guy that was in the trenches with the token bonding curve, with the pools, with the tokenomics to make sure that everything was working as it should. And of course, Ball, like he said before, man, that's the guy that does amazing videos. That is the guy that is going to be doing our NFT line that is going to be coming very, very soon. So make sure that you guys have your eyes and ears open for that. And there will be utilities associated with that as well. Like you said, you got to build things people want, right? Just make stuff
yes,
that
sir.
people enjoy. Well, the meme tilde, you're going to hear that term a lot with Weso World. The meme tilde is going to be much, much here. So, yeah, but man, we're very happy with our team. And of course, here with me on the call, can't forget about this man, Luna Classic Dow, who has structured this in a way that is flawless, that just makes everyday operations go by so smoothly. Glad to have him as a partner. Glad to have him on the team, and look forward to the future.
That's awesome. Anything you want to add to that, Mr. Ricardo?
Oh my God, where to start? The first person I got to thank, and it's the person that has been with me in the trenches since day one, regardless of what people thought, what people talked, or regardless of the ideas that people try to get in other heads, and that's Diamond Hands, man. He has supported me since day one. He has been, working together since day one with me on this journey, that is Luna Classic, and I got to be grateful for the people that I align myself with because he just not only being a great friend, but he's been one of the very few trustworthy individuals on this blockchain, and I'm very grateful for that. And going back to the team, man, I cannot forget about Renzo. He's the whiz when it comes to creating things. He was the actual one that created the swap itself that you see there on the page. He created the token. He was actually the person that put his hands together, step by step in the keyboard to get that token going. Like basically we cannot forget about him because he's actually the whiz behind all this with the smart contract integration, like everything in detail when it comes to coding, he's the man. And we cannot forget about our clan, man. Like I just gotta say, I love my clan. Like I don't know if you have seen that meme. There's actually a meme that says "I love my clan." I cannot agree more. Like he has been behind the tokenomics for a way that he has made this project run flawless and flawless when it comes to that aspect. We wouldn't be able to be successful in our launch and carry this token forward and I'm very thankful to have him on our team and having his insight and wisdom with us as well. And Bolt, I cannot forget about Bolt, man. That guy has been with me since day one. Since the crash happened, that guy has been on my side, helping me in
Wow.
and day out. Like I cannot forget about him. He comes and goes. He can be kind of difficult, to get in contact with at times, but when we, since ever we launched the project, he has been, top notch working on the project, making videos, making our NFT line that is almost there. And I'm telling you, is just some crazy work, things that I haven't seen in a while on this chain, but we'll get to that at a certain point. And
That's
man,
awesome.
I want to recommend the team itself. I don't know if it's fine with you, Koyasu, but if we bring the technical side and we bring Renzo and Lung strategists into it, I believe that will be an amazing show too.
Oh yeah, we can do it anytime. We got plans. We talk. Me and Diamond Hand talked for a little bit. We got a lot of stuff planned, so we're gonna get it. Whatever you guys want to do. If you got it, Diamond Hand wants to bring the Diamond Hour here one day. We can do it too.
Yeah,
So
man. You
whatever
know
you guys
me,
want to do.
Colazo. I love the shows, baby. Look,
Hey,
anybody that knows me or has followed me for the past 3 or 4 years knows that I'm all about going live. Even though some people may be a little bit hesitant, but I mean, once it's live and it's raw and it's in color, man, that's when I really get into my element because I eat, sleep, and breathe crypto. And those who follow me know this. But yeah, you just let me know, we'll make it happen.
heck yeah, that's it. Anything else? Did we forget something? Did we forget
Well,
something?
let's just say that we got to do one in Espanol. Yeah.
Oh, of course. That's coming. Hey, for those that I know, Ricardo and I, we're from the same place. We're from Puerto Rico, so we can do that. 100%. We can bring it up in Espanol.
Yeah, that's got to happen as well, man. Big shout out to Puerto Rico. Big shout out to the Spanish community, Colazo, as you know, and also big shout out to Roger Tremino, man. He's been right with me in the
Oh yeah.
trenches as well. He actually helped us here recently get a nice little bot associated with the Weso
Oh,
World ecosystem.
an
People,
AI, huh?
that's right. So you got to have, listen, we've been working on this for years. We know what we need in this ecosystem. But yes, we are integrating AI as well into this world of ours. So make sure, guys, you hop in our Telegram. And these bots are fun. We've made it to where they
Oh
do
yeah.
fun stuff and they're funny too. And you might actually see Yee in there as well. So be on the lookout for Yee, man. We put him in the chat as a bot. And he's pretty knowledgeable. He's pretty knowledgeable. So make sure you guys get in there.
Hey, let me tell you something, guys. Somebody told me I go to church a lot, and somebody told me if you want to be a better Christian, just surround yourself with Christians, right? You don't want to. So the same here. If you want to do good in crypto, surround yourself with people that want to do good in crypto. Surround yourself with people that had success in crypto. People like Mr. Diamond, people like Ricardo, Roger Tremino. People that made it. Those are the people you want to be around. So it's just a little bit of advice for you guys. If you guys want to do something good in crypto, if you guys want to do better in crypto, surround yourself with people that wants the same thing you want. And if you want to join, if you want to know more about Weso, I'm gonna leave here in the description all the info you need to know: the Telegram, Twitter, everything you need to know about Weso, the web page, all that cool stuff is going to be on the description. All you got to do is tap, 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 tap. It will take you straight in. That mining is the APK is on Telegram, right? Am I right?
Yep, it's already in the Telegram. You just join the Telegram, do the command to have it pull up, and you can get right to it, man, for those that can.
There you go. All good, guys. Anything else?
Man, we just want to give a big shout out to you, Colazo. We appreciate you allowing us to come onto your platform this evening and to tell the world about Weso. We look forward to making this the #1 channel for Weso World and our ecosystem. So again, guys, you're going to hear all of the alpha, all the breaking news, giveaways possibly. We got stuff coming, guys. So make sure you follow everybody here and especially follow Colazo. The fun is about to begin. But thank you so much for having us, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for being here. Ricardo, thank you for being here. Mr. Diamond Hands, Koyasu here, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned. Doesn't end here. To be continued.
Thank you so much, my friend. Take care, everybody.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
see you in Weso World.
Yes, sir.